Okay, listen. Marina, I love it. It looks great. You've got a head. You've got a perfect head.
Because I just put it together, and it's perfect. This is what we're doing.
I
It's
love it.
perfect.
And then you just make your hair around that.
Yeah,
You
on
just
this side.
flip your you flip your hair around. You look like you've got a head.
I know. I actually have a head.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. Back up, back up.
Look at that.
Listen, this
Look,
is,
I have a cute,
you've got a cute little head.
perfect head.
You got a perfect little head.
Look
There
at
you got
that.
it. It looks amazing. I
That's what
would
I'm saying. You want me to take it off so you can see what it looks like?
no, keep it secret. You showed it to me privately.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, you're right. You're
listen,
right. You're right.
so this is our ready. This is our semi coaching call, and also, hell yes, start a business and create a product and make tons of money. Call.
Yeah. No matter what it is, if they say, oh no, then just keep it quiet. Keep moving forward with someone who's on the same page
Oh yeah, okay.
and
So
get it to.
if with a little history, you and I were sitting laughing together in a hotel room, comparing our childhood notes and our insecurities, and you and I both share the insecurity of having a flat head.
Yeah, and because our parents, my parents, I come from a large family. You can't. She's not an octopus. She can't carry 12 children. Or
You're
I'm
laying
from.
there. Ain't nobody picked you up. You got a
Yeah, I'm
flat
laying
head.
there.
You got you got a
Being
flat
tickled,
head.
being tickled.
Oh my God, the
But I'm
flat
still
head.
laying there,
I'm gonna
creating
tell you
a
right now,
flathead.
Marina, I was gonna do theater in the round in London, was all set with, and I saw a picture of myself from the behind,
Yeah.
and I had a flat head and a flat butt. And I was
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
cannot do theater in the round. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do
But
it.
now we can fix those insecurities.
I don't know what, I have a thing about the butt, but there's your head. You have the perfect head. So
Yeah.
I dare you, because here's this thing. Here's the thing. As
Yeah.
being survivors, also, I'm not telling your story, but I'm saying like we're all survivors, right?
Yep.
You tend to stop yourself from your big moves forward because I'm all about getting out of where you have been stopped because of the perpetrator. For your insecurities, for your finances, for your life, for your love relationships, all of it. And
Yep.
I make movies and write books, and I've been in the industries of the publishing and the movies and the music and all the industries. And I'm telling you right now, I've befriended many millionaires, right? So I went and personally asked my super millionaire friends who like buy mansions and stuff, hey, what would you do with me and all my friends? Just curious, like what would you do? We're all so clever. And you know what it was?
What?
Create products.
Mm.
Create your product that is your product. And
Mhm.
I think that when you're given this grand opportunity to create a product, right? It's much like being given a grand opportunity for a new life.
Yes. New beginning.
And many times, especially survivors, I'm just going to call us out.
Yeah.
You'll not be unfamiliar with that, so you'll shun it away.
Hmm.
You'll talk yourself out of it. You'll worry yourself out of it. Stress yourself out of it. Create all kinds of like, oh, what if? Oh
In
my,
our head.
in our head, exactly. You just create all these things in your head and then don't do it. Well,
Mhm.
guess what, sister? Guess what? Because of my friends and because I've become smarter in my life, and I'm always going to share my life lessons as I learn them.
Same girl. Same.
I, I now have a whole team for product launch, marketing, the whole thing that takes such minimal amount from you after being in the music industry and the film industry and the publishing industry that literally like rakes you over the coals and leaves you like, am I still alive? This is the opposite. It's literally the opposite. So you can come up with anything you want. Like, what, the world is your oyster. What's your idea? find the people to find the thing to make the thing, and then to make the
Yeah.
thing work in the thing. And you don't have to spend years and years of doing that. You just need your team. Find it, and then you make it, and you get the warehouse to make it. And oh my God, you've made it, and now I have my product. And girl, and I had to do it from start to finish so that I can show you how to do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And also, I'm like you and me. I like not only show you, but like partner and be like, yo, let's roll this into this is a genius. I want to do like comedy skits with this all day long.
It's a fun
Because
product.
PS side note, with the marketing people who I have, the like top 2 in the world, they work with the other people who have the other things that can partner and affiliate. So like, there might be a brush that's a huge company that wants the perfect head, and it becomes like
Yeah.
a package deal. Completely thinking outside the box and getting completely out of you can't, you don't know how, you don't know why.
Get out of your way. Get out of your way.
Get out of your own way. So I'm excited, and I'm also using you as an example too, or using us, of how like actually easy it is.
Yeah. Take an action.
So the idea was to have the perfect head, which I always have the perfect head, except the back of my head looks flat, is to have it like a Barbie head where it looks like a little perfect Barbie head.
So cute.
So you have your super first prototype. You made like you figured out yourself, like it works, like there's the prototype.
Yep.
Now we will take that, and there's 2 ways to go. One is like we'll have a meeting with the product dudes right now. You show what it looks like, and then they go on a search to find that similar. And or it's like you do if you want to go the patent journey and get like the patent and like say like you made this, or like this
Yeah.
was our patent.
USpatent.gov.
There's a whole protocol to, because I also have a patent attorney too, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that you do before that to save a bunch of money. And also see if anything like that exists already. So there's some,
Yeah.
I'll put it out too, like it's the searches to do and like codes to look at. I want to strategically lay it out. This is what I've been doing for the past year, is
Yeah.
strategically laying it out so that everything I do are little pathways, like leaving little breadcrumbs for
Yes.
it's just hopefully it's not breadcrumbs. I'm leaving like big, huge stepping stones. Like, here
Mhm.
you go. Here's a big one. Here's another big one. Here's another big one. Instead of gatekeeping all this stuff, because they
Yeah.
gatekeep it in Hollywood, even in like independent film world, like they find out ways to, there's a lot of gatekeeping. In the product world, that is such a way that anybody, like literally you, your neighbor, you, like the lady that it doesn't matter. My sister, I was on the phone with my sister, and she's like, wait, what? You can do that? She's like, I have a few product ideas. And she started telling me, I'm like, dude, actually, I don't think that's ever been done. I literally
I
have
know.
people like, let's have a meeting and do this, this, and this. So to warn you, because there's always like, what's the catch, right? To start the process, to get your manufacturer to find the materials at whatever it is, whether it's metal or whether it's, this, or whether it's, this doohickey.
Mm-hmm.
You have the people to find it, then your manufacturers, then your creators. To start that process is really inexpensive compared to movies and books and all this stuff. Like, even if you're going to do your own book, you have a proper editor, not AI. I mean, you really should have a proper editor, and that's expensive. And then cover art and all this stuff. And yeah, you can do a lot with AI now, but I'm like, there's realness and authenticity that I love that only humans can do.
Yes.
So there's that real quality that I
And
like.
also this,
Yeah.
like, talk to a human.
Yeah.
And if we need chat or, AI to help us with something, then we'll ask them. But
Yeah.
until then, it's still our idea, our whatever we're building, creating, it's ours. It's what we come up with,
Amazing. Yes. And
not the
then
robot.
it's built in, like there's a whole structure. You come up with the idea, then you do the research, then you do the paperwork, then you start the process, and then you have meetings with the people who've gone and found your stuff. Like, we found this one, it's in blah 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 country, or this is in the United States, and this is in, do you want to use this as super cheaper than your price range? It's that kind of, those are kind of conversations. You'll have those kind of meetings, which will be fun, and we can also record them and share the process with others.
Yes, so
And
they could see, you're trailblazer,
Yeah. Well, also you don't want to give all your goods away because you're like, hey, do the deal that
yeah.
I'll introduce you to my team. I'm gonna do such a low rate slash cut because I don't, that's what a lot of people do. They like, oh, I'll take 50% of
Oh,
all your
Harry.
stuff. You know what I mean? But so not like that, but more like how to be sharks, but not the sharks. Can we be the dolphins or the whales? You know what I mean? Like,
What how to be a shark and bite. So, yeah,
yeah, like
I
how
hear.
can we be like the current? How be the actual current to like help steer and move and motivate. And so the next step is to you have the actual thing, you know, then to the next steps would be to do a preliminary patent search just to see if because if somebody else has it, well then you got to figure out how you're going to license it for them, or you got to figure out how to do it differently.
Yeah.
you know so do the preliminary and then have a meeting with the team and pit and show the idea show what it's for, and show like the whole idea, and then they and then they see how to find the actual materials.
Yeah, to put it together
Yep,
for
and then
for the
put it
project.
together as cheaply as possible with avoiding where it's everything's made in China. It depends on what you're doing. Sometimes you might use a doohickey that's from China to put the whole doohickey together, and it's like then you have that conversation later. I've learned
Mm,
a lot from my rich friends because I've learned to shut the f up and listen.
yeah, I agree.
I was
Someone
like,
that's done it already, been there, done that. You should listen because they've been there, they've done it, and
yeah,
they succeeded.
and this is
Or,
what I was
so
told.
you have to fail to succeed sometimes.
Yep. And I was told that the bleeding heart that we have, of like, I want it made in America and only made by women coming out of domestic violence. Like it's all completely like sustainable at home, and they're like, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty. I'm so happy for you. And that's something that you do once you've crossed over into the black.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you don't have to, you can start that way in the beginning, but the smart way to listen to the people who've made mega money is to start as small as possible. Like you do start, not necessarily, but just put it in your brain. You did start with the China or the India or whatever, and you made it for, a couple cents as opposed to $10, and then you make your money back. And then you make your money back again, and then you get profit, and then you fold everything over into it's only made in America once you have the money to do that.
Yeah,
And I'm
otherwise
like,
you have to go to China and get your materials.
exactly. So it's like, otherwise it's just your price points are really high, which means you're not really making much profit, which means it's a nice idea and it's more like a hobby,
Hmm.
not
Yeah.
a money maker. And that's not, I mean, surely you can throw all those ideas out the window. This is just what I've learned, but when I shush and
Hmm.
listen,
Hmm.
instead of coming in with my like, this is what I want and I have to do it. And it's like, I'm like,
Hmm.
this is my idea and I want to make millions of dollars. What do I do?
I want to take this product and help women stop being insecure about their heads.
Amen, sister. Me too. I want it. I'm sold. I bought one. Even if it's just you and me, there's a lot of flatheads out there, I'm sure. So
I
funny.
know.
If you got a flathead, sign me up.
You can
So
even get
this
wigs
product, this
for
product
men.
basically gives you a head. Like it gives you like an actual little Barbie head. So when
Yes,
you
the
turn to
Barbie
the
head.
side, you've got like a perfect little head underneath your hair. It's genius, actually. So I would like to level this up. I want the Angela version. And the thing that you put on your head not only is the perfect head, but it's got the bouffant hairdo attached to it. So I can
Yeah.
have my little 50s boop. Can we do that one? I want that one.
In
Whatever, the
the
little thing, the
50,
different
40s,
color.
30s.
I'm in. I'm actually going to do TikTok videos now when I have my perfect head. This is what's been stopping me. I needed my perfect head.
And now that you have it, you can go live more often.
See? Perfect. Well, I can't
But
go
in our
live.
insecurities, we're actually helping our insecurities. So we are not hiding.
I- that is 1000% it, honestly, is the insecurities keep you from showing up.
Yep. And moving forward and having confidence and the courage to think that you could do it because nobody's going to judge you on your flat head.
You know what also is terrible and that you have to get over sometimes too is having a kid who points out your flaws.
Those damn kids.
Mommy, also your butt is square. I've been wanting to say that for a long time.
One of my nephews saying, you have a beard. I'm a what?
It's like your head's flat. You're going bald in the back. I'm like,
We need to stop listening to all of them.
how
Tell them
can
to
you
shut up.
not listen? They're in your house. They're your children.
They're in our ear. You're right. So how could we,
I
you
have
know
to
what?
just find the funny. I have to find the funny. Otherwise it makes me insecure.
How I deal with that is, if you're not going to say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Like, why are you picking out someone's flaw? Why are you saying your nose is crooked or, you can't dance? Don't do that. Just don't do it. Don't pick
Which
on
also
people's.
we can't do it to ourselves. But I have also done it to myself, Marina. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty for feeling the flat head look and then feeling insecure. I
The
mean,
flat
it's
head
true.
look, yeah.
The flat head look. I'm just like, And so I'm excited about our perfect head
I
because
love it.
then we're gonna
Turn to
do
the side. Let me see. Turn to the side. Oh yeah. See, look at that.
this is
I like it.
preliminary. So if you've ever seen VAT-19, if you ever get a chance, just go check out VAT-19 on YouTube. I learned about it from my kid. It's buddies that got together and then they became more buddies and then more buddies and then their employees became buddies. That all
Yeah.
they're doing is doing funny videos about silly products like the perfect head or like it doesn't matter, they're
Yeah.
just making fun, and they're just being goofy and then selling the product that they made. So smart, just like
It
so
is
smart.
smart.
And then they became a multi-million dollar, like it's like crazy, and then they have a huge YouTube channel, and I was like, I've always wanted to do that with my life, is with all the F words. My variety show Life with All the F Words has been on the board for many years, and we're like moments away from actually like starting to build that really out. And within that, I want commercials, like you're watching Saturday Night Live. But the commercial is for like the perfect head. It's for stuff that actually you're like actually gonna use in your life and actually
Yeah.
your life. It's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
actually, it's funny, but it's real. You'll feel less insecure and pissed off once you have the perfect head.
That's I pray about it. I pray about the product and I'm trusting the process. So I ask, the Lord to guide me and protect us and our product and keep us, hold us, and help people with the product and what we are trying to do with the product. Like it is all fun and games and profit.
Right.
And that's
Which
a
actually
blessing.
does
Like,
help.
yeah, because what I tend to do with the profit is to help somebody. And that's giving back. And whatever I choose to do with it is going to be blessed by God. So that's it.
Mhm.
You keep trusting. And if I have this feeling of doubt, it like happens in the pit of your belly. You just get this feeling of like, takes a breath away. And then you're like, okay, Lord, why am I feeling this way? What is it? What is it? And then he removes it. I said, do something with it. Do like get it off of me like a bug, just make
Yeah.
it go away. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. And he does. He just removes it. And that is how I can confidently show up in the world because I know he's got my back.
So linking that back to products and how it is a metaphor, it's comparable to even my outfit too, is like it's like your life. It's
Yeah.
like so you can stay in fear, doubt, and worry and not knowing, not I don't know how to do it. I don't know have the people. I don't have them contacts. You can stay
He'll
there
bring them to you. He'll bring them to you. He
or
will bring them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you
To
can like,
open doors. It's like opening doors for us.
amen. You might have
And
happened
for
upon
anybody.
this video. So you might have happened upon this video. And it's like, actually, you can have everything you want. Like I've consult on movies, like independent movies, and how to actually save your money and actually, you know, your grandma's money is protected. And
Yeah.
you'll actually make sure you set up your t-shirts and you make more money on your t-shirts at events. Like, so I've helped a lot of movies like that. But there's still so many people involved and so many like not good humans in the industry that you have to maneuver and stuff.
Always. The
The
devil
pro
doesn't sleep, honey.
It's
The
like,
devil doesn't
geez.
sleep.
But the
Like,
product world is totally different. It's totally different. It's super fun and surprisingly fast. I mean, everything takes time. You know what I mean? You have
yeah.
to, and then this process and this process. And now I'm in the third phase of my product and we're going to market shortly. So it's like, oh my God, it's so fun. So it's not overnight, but it's not like a movie. It's
Right,
not
right.
the
6
next
months.
10, 15 years of your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It could be like 6 months to a year, depending on how, it could be even faster than that, honestly,
Yeah.
depending on how simple or how, you know, how fast, how simple. Like, for
Yes.
example, I set up my friend who has a cooking show to get her own knives done. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And her
Yeah.
knives, own cooking, own cutting boards and stuff. And she owns it all. She takes the profit and then you pay the people out of the profit.
Hmm.
But it's simple. It's like your shipping and handling fee and stuff like that. The people are paid out of that.
Yeah.
They're not paid out. They're not taking chunks of your money. Like it turns into like if you look at the music industry, all of them, movies and music, you get cents on a dollar, maybe if you're lucky. You know, like the movie, like my movies are on Amazon. Like the producer side gets 10 cents per hour watched. So that means you need to have, that's why I'm like, if you have a bar, can you put my movie on it and just put it on repeat? Like go to your local bar at your local golf club and have them put on Eagle and the Albatross and just play it on repeat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get $14.
That's
Not even because
crazy.
I don't get that.
The profit margins are terrible.
The top of the gets it, and then that trickles down to the actors again. They get residuals, and then to the investors, and then anybody who has the points. So it's like
Oh,
how?
but
You
you
know what I
got
mean?
that. You were able to experience the whole experience and then now teach people to if there's other ways.
Yeah, I'll teach you make
Yeah.
t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make movies, make t-shirts.
Yeah.
You'll
The
make some
product.
money, actually. And then like a doohickey, like we could make this doohickey thing, you know.
Oh, I love that thing.
I
I
was
love.
on honestly, I was in the process of as a mom and a filmmaker creating my own tripod because this is the
Oh
one that
gosh,
irritates the
yeah.
hell out of me. But I
Yeah.
don't need to invent that anymore because it exists. I love this thing. Use it all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Great.
you know what I noticed too?
Love it.
I'm a, a dreamer and I always try to invent things, but how when you come up with an idea and you talk about it with people that don't see the idea, your idea doesn't move forward. So if
Because you stop yourself because you listen to the negative Nancy's. That's
and
what
there are
I do.
so many amazing ideas that are locked up because of that same reason.
Marina, you literally just hit that nail on the head. There are so many lives locked up
Locked up.
because of the same thing, because you
Yeah.
believe the negative Nancy's, because you believe what perpetrator Papa told you.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to put this video and title it Get Unlocked.
Yeah.
Get out of your head. And then let
Get out of
people
your head,
know
get the
that
perfect head. Get on our list for our product and hit me up if you want to create your own product because it's just freaking smart.
feel confident that just do it, right?
Yeah.
Like just
And I
freaking
will,
do
because I
it.
love it, I will be at all the meetings too. I
Yeah.
want it to make tons of money and I want to make funny videos.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I mean,
I
that's what I
agree.
want to do. Full disclosure, I want to dress up in outfits and have my perfect head and do videos all day long. I mean, is there anything better? Sacred Circus, like I do my performance, but I've got my perfect head on.
Oh my gosh. Nothing's
Like,
gonna
yes,
stop me now.
I need
Nothing
that. I
it will
need that in
stop
my
me
life.
now.
And so my sister came up with a great idea. So you get your image of your product, a description of it, and then we'll have a meeting. I'll set up a meeting with my the thingamajiggers hunters, let's call them. And then it hunts for, or they
The
hunt
materials.
materials and also the smartest shipping for you. Like, for example, like, do you need, is it something that's going to need to be frozen? Like, so that's a different shipping place. And, you know, so,
Yeah.
and ideally your shipping place is same or close to my shipping place so that we can do, you know, ideally it's the same. So, so then we can put stuff together. Like our
Oh,
own.
like, but get some land and get a warehouse and.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all about it. I am all about it. And
Mhm.
I'm, the thing is it this whole process of product is so similar to your freaking life.
Mhm.
And especially as survivors, like it's all a metaphor. I feel like everything goes back to like whatever layer of trauma and recovery you're going through at the moment. It's really wild, you know? And
It's
it's like,
healing. It's healing.
it's very healing.
It's
Yes.
because you're dreaming, you're imagining, you can see yourself doing it. And if you can see
Mhm.
yourself doing it, like, girl, you better be doing it. That's
Yeah.
literally the vision. You get that vision, you're like, there it is.
Yep.
Get it.
Get
When
it, girl.
I had the vision of standing behind a like counter, and people were coming up to me buying my product. I saw it. And so that I moved forward to it, and I did a business for 17 years, and it's pretty amazing that if you, so that's like, Marina, you see it, move forward, keep moving. Just, and it took me 3 years from the vision, 3 years from that glimpse of the vision that I got to actually starting opening the doors and
Okay,
doing the
then let's
business.
back up because this is where I can help accelerate stuff, and I'm already doing it with you and my, you know, myself. It's, but we're all mirrors for each other, right?
Yeah.
But like, what was the stop for the 3 years? What stopped you from following? Was it something somebody said?
The naysayers. The
See, that's
naysayers. I speak
amazing
from
to me.
experience. It's the naysayers. You get them in your ear, and it could be your friend, it could be your family. It doesn't
I
matter. It's a
mean,
naysayer.
my mother actually recently was telling me a story like, oh, well, I was following my spiritual life and I didn't do it. And I had books I want to do and talks and stuff like that. And I just stopped doing all that. And I was like, well, why did you stop? Oh, because of what my boyfriend said. Well, what did your boyfriend say? Well, after I did a talk, he was there and I asked him what he thought, and he went, eh. I was like, so you literally stopped your
That's all it
process
takes.
forward because
Power of that. The
somebody
power
said,
of that.
eh, eh.
That's a dreamer break right there. That's a dreamer disaster. Like, that's.
Well, I'm gonna call you out then and be like, you need to put your bootstraps on. And if is gonna get you to stop a dream,
You're around the wrong people.
yeah, I mean, like you need to get some soldier boots on and give yourself a spanking and get up again and shut the, because
Beep, beep,
what it is,
beep.
all it is repeating that eh, eh, inside your
Yeah,
head, and then that makes you not do something. Am I right?
you're right.
I mean, I'm not
Yes.
doing this just to be right, but I want to point it out to like, it's such simple, stupid, simple things that stop us that I find it irritating to all hell
All the time.
because it's something so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, it's eh.
Like, you know what? It doesn't even have to be a sound. It could just be a look
Look,
or your eyebrow. It's all.
yeah.
It could be a silent killer. You're like, well, why did you raise your eyebrow? Why did you move your lip? Like,
And meanwhile, like it might have not been anything having to do with you.
what? They just
That
twitched all of a
person.
sudden?
Who knows? Maybe, you know, it's like I I had one of the funniest experiences with somebody that I really respect, and they make me a little bit nervous because I respect them, you know. So you know those people, it's like they're maybe higher level than you in some things, but you're like um a little bit apprehensive around. Anyway, I have a lot of respect, you know. So it's like And I said to this person one time, I go, I'm just gonna be really real. I don't mean to be like a whole like a cry about it, but I'm just gonna be really like, this is old trauma I personally have. But I have that thing when I was a little kid, I got beaten or like starved or like whatever, it was tragic, and I could
Yeah.
always tell it was coming based on a facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm hyper aware of facial expressions. And that's where we could stop ourselves, right? You're like, yeah, because you're used to the parents that would act like crazy psychos, and you would notice it with their, facial changes. And so I was like, and you have a very stoic face. And sometimes when you make looks at me, I take it like you're mad, or I take it like you're like
Yeah.
disappointed or something. And I just wanted to tell you that because I don't think that you are. I just wanted to say that just in case I'm like I have any lingering little girl in me that's like, it's because I'm watching your facial expression. And he said, he like, that's really funny. I can't move the muscles in my cheeks. I just have resting bitch face all the time. It's not personal, and I can't move my face. Like, oh my God, that is so. I need to tell that to survivors. Like, listen, ain't nothing to do with you. He can't move his face. He ain't mad.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get left behind. He just can't move his face. All right. It has nothing to do with you.
When my daughter's friends would meet me, they would say, "Oh my God, your mom's so scary. She looks mad all the time." I am not the person. I'm you most 99% of the time I'm a pretty happy person. I'm always happy, uplifting, right? But because I sleep on my side, I have this permanent crease right here because I sleep like this.
Oh, so
So
you've
like
got
I got that
this.
crease and it looks like I'm always like really tense, or if I'm working, it just gets really like cracky. If I say hello and I haven't been
Like
smiling
this.
for an hour because I've been concentrating. Look,
Then they're like, she's mad. That's
yeah, oh
really
my
funny.
God, is your mom mad? I'm like, I'm not mad. So they had to grow up. They're like, no, my mom's so cool, you'll love her. Because I always looked mad because of that little
That's
crease
really
over
funny.
there.
Unless somebody is further ahead than you that you respect, do not listen to their advice or
I
criticism.
agree.
It's
Right.
literally like, oh,
If
like
they're not doing it themselves,
they
they're not
doing it
moving
too.
towards a product. Yeah.
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 Are they working on a product? Are they helping you? Are they investing in your thing? Are they multimillionaires who are guiding you to? Then no.
Exactly.
Answer
Yeah.
is no.
Yeah.
Same with healing, honestly. Same with healing. Anybody
Oh,
who's like,
yes.
oh, why
Yeah.
don't you get over with this with the survivor healing? Unless you run a retreat center and you're a bit like, for example, somebody who's a self-mutilator, 100,000% should listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can tell, like, I'm your person. Like, I will help you not like stop doing that. But you don't talk to somebody who never did it or still doing it or doesn't
Yeah.
know what the hell you're talking about.
How
Or
they get through it,
like,
how they get through it every day, and they know what you're doing. You know what I mean? They
yeah.
know exactly what you're doing, how you're feeling because you've experienced it.
Actually, I could do a whole book simply to that genre, that group of
Yeah, no, yeah, seriously,
self-mutilate.
that's I believe that it's our that generation of the
Well,
20s.
it all goes back to your negative thought. You're repeating the negative thought pattern. The negative
Mhm.
thought pattern is what makes you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
in glory and grace and like happy, I love you in your brain, you're not hurt. You're not going to be cutting, smacking, hurting,
Yeah.
burning, whatever the hell you're doing yourself. And
Well,
it's the
that's why
same as
if
business. It's the same as like, oh, you're going to write your book, or you're going to make your movie, or you're going to make your product, or are you going to stop because somebody said, oh, we don't do that in this family. You think you're all fancy now? You think you know something?
Mhm.
That kind of thing. Like, so
Yeah,
usually your friends and family are not your supporters.
no.
That's who not to talk to, not to share your idea, not to go like, I'm going to write a book. And they're like, what about you's interested?
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
like the same as and
Mm-hmm.
then it goes.
Mm-hmm. Goes nowhere. Goes nowhere. And if it's in your head, you're dead. It's like, that's it.
So I have one. I've done it. I have my first product and I'm working on a second one. And it's like, it was shockingly easy, so fun, so shockingly inexpensive. Like, are you kidding me? You
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
like, and now we're gonna actually sell it and make, and I've already started selling them and making money. And it's like, are you kidding? Like, that's amazing. Not
It
like,
is.
yeah, 8 years on my films. 8 years. I'm not gonna start down that rabbit hole, but I did 8 years of paperwork with the unions.
Oh, it's not, I mean, it could be worth
Waste.
it for some
Total waste of
actors. I
time.
mean, producers.
Total waste of time. No, no. Oh, I have a whole theory of Screen Actors Guild. Get happily get me started on that, but not today. I could do like a whole like. Oh yeah. If I had Elon Musk money, you know what I would do? I would hire a bunch of actors because they screw up actors all the time.
Mm.
Hire a ton of actors to be singing telegrams and to go to every office of SAG every day with a singing telegram.
That's great. You would employ them.
That they're employed and also you just make their life hell
Yeah.
because they're hey, are you stopping another independent movie? Is this what you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, does this one not agree? Oh god, I can't stand SAG. Anyway, that's what I would do. Instead of spending your time going down a complaining, judging, that was like, 45 seconds. I'm not going to spend the next 45 days complaining because I've already been there. So
Yeah.
instead of not doing that, not wasting time, how can we build something, make something, create something? And I just love, love, love it when it comes back to survivors. Like, again, I'm not going to tell your story, but I know like both of you and I both are survivors. And
Mhm.
having a survivor who's been through that kind of BS come out the other end to not only be like happy marriage, happy life, happy product, happy like
Right.
life, and also
Right.
look at all the money I just made. Like
No.
I love that. You know why? Because with survivors, the ramifications of child sexual abuse hits your relationships, your body, your mental obviously your mental quality,
Yeah. Your mental state.
your mental state, and
Yeah.
finances.
And your
It every
money.
single time it hits like survivors and their finances. It's like it's a consistent thing. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Survivors. Why are survivors broke?
Not all of them, but well, because it goes back to the negative thought patterns in your brain. And
It
which
depends on what you consider broke, honey.
fair. You're like, I only have one boat. Poo poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all relative. Well, the reason I made my product, which is my outfit and my shawl and my my gown. It's an evening gown and a blanket and the whole. It's like so fun. Is because I came out of foster care and having nothing and like growing up as a little kid in poverty and basically you don't even have a bag. Like you're happy if you've got like the black plastic bag and it's like your black plastic bag with your stuff in it. And this was important to me personally, emotionally to make because it is a bag. It's a bag you can put your stuff in. It's also an evening gown. And it's also like I wanted this in my personally, I wanted it personally for my own travel
Yeah.
because it can be 100 different things, but it's also a bag and it's also an evening gown. And I just love that because having come from poverty myself and been told, goes back to this negative naysayers, told, oh, you can't go. You ain't got no clothes. Or you can't go because you don't have those kind of paint or whatever. And now I'm like hell, I got an evening gown in my truck. Comes in a bag and I got a pocket. So, so it's like I wanted to make the ultimate survival bag.
Yeah.
Really, it's like the survival bag.
I love it.
If
And
you guys can call it that, the
yeah, I mean, you can
survival
call it
bag.
whatever you want. It's how it's going to land and speak to someone, how it's going to call that person on they need that product.
Yeah,
You know, who,
I've been like testing it with people, and it really depends. One couple different ladies this week, it was all about the travel. because
Hmm.
this is a pillow. Like you're like in an airport, like, and you're you're using this as a pillow, and then you've got an outfit
Yeah.
when you land, or or you go to the beach and you're laying on you're laying on the thing on the beach, and then you flip it off and then you move it into a dress.
Oh yeah. Our
Or
sarong, like
you can
sarong.
yep, and you can move it around to collect seashells too. You can move it and make like basically make yourself a big giant apron and collect seashells. So I
Could you
made
put a
it to
baby? Could you carry your baby and on your
you
back?
know what? You could do one of those little swaddle thingies because it's all about the fold.
Yeah.
You could hold one of the this is actually a great thing because there's a way to do it. I did one yesterday to do a dress that has the boobies available that you can't see, but
Uh-huh.
it's just an
For
easy
breastfeeding?
little you just got to
For
put them in there. It's
Yeah.
like the perfect breastfeeding dress.
I'm telling you, mamas are always mamas with babies always need something new, a new idea, a new product because they need help on their everyday life.
So now, and helping other people do their products too, is like I have the logo that so far we all like I've got a team, and so now it's like, okay, which logo do you like? Where is it gonna go? And what
Yep. Talk about
corner?
the
That's
design.
that's all the fun stuff,
Oh yeah.
like you're getting like and which colors are we gonna start with to begin with? Like, and kind of like, okay, as survivors, hey, which country are we gonna go to this year, Marina? You know what I mean? Like it's like we're discussing which color product your next product is gonna be, not, oh, how are you gonna get out of this hole?
Right.
How are you gonna not
Our
yourself to
attitude, our attitude. We've
well, because
adjusted
and also how many of us have thought about this?
a lot.
Or like, even if you never tried it or did it, because
Mhm.
I never actually tried, but I mean, the whole point is like when you have those thoughts, when you have those dark thoughts, the
Yeah.
negative thoughts, a really great thing to do, to physically do, is to create a product.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm so excited. I'm so excited we're doing this. We'll have our first meeting to hunt out the materials.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'm
it's
excited.
you attract
Oh,
this.
oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God, how
Like,
did I attract this?
you made this show up. It's your fault. And we're also showing other people how to do it. And if anybody has a product idea, do not be afraid. And also, I'm not stealing your idea. I
Oh,
also have NDAs. I have like big famous celebrities NDAs if we need them. Yeah. And to make the process so simple and hold your hand. And then you're like, yay.
yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you make a bunch of money on your product. Then what do I want? I want you to bring me to your town and let's do a sacred circus. I mean, that's what I want to do.
Oh yeah.
That's my goal, is to do circuses, is to be doing funny little videos, basically my Saturday Night Live, my life with all the F word variety show, and my magazine, and doing funny videos helping people live better,
Yeah.
and also helping them create products and make money. Helping survivors create products and make money is like, I love it. I
You,
genuinely, like, I love it. So this was our make our product, make your
it won't
perfect head
it won't
video.
come.
This was our product discussion. We will go into
Yes.
the technical side. Our next step is the technical side, to start finding the actual stuff, the hair and all this plastic and all the stuff.
You're gonna guide us. You're guiding us to the finish line of the product.
I'll be the spokesperson. You get like all my experience with like doing commercials and modeling and stuff. I can't stand those industries, but I'll do it for the products that you make.
Hallelujah. God is good.
Amen. Amen. Also, you can use either my patent attorney and it'll be cheaper. So everybody wins.
Yeah. I love it.
Amen. I have the perfect head.